again, my Foodie Phonics friends. Welcome back to another episode of Foodie Phonics with Kel. Can you remember our little song that we sang a few weeks ago? It went something like this. Foodie Phonics, come have a listen with Kel. Foodie Phonics, you'll learn your alphabet well. Yeah. Isn't that a catchy little tune? I don't have a very good singing voice, but maybe you can sing it a little better than me. I hope so. Well, here we are. Now last week we had a look at this, we actually read this book, didn't we? About foods, different foods around the world, because we were learning about cultural foods that other people like to enjoy that we might not have tasted before. One country that we didn't discuss in this book was South Africa. Now, a very long time ago, I used to live in South Africa. I was born there when I was a baby. Now I live in Australia. But in South Africa, they have got a delicious sandwich. And I'm going to tell you the Afrikaans name because that's what it's called. It's called a Braai Broodjie. Can you say that name? Let's try again together. Braai Broodjie. It means a barbecue bread, and that's what it means in English. So we're going to make braai broodjies today, and we're going to practice the b r sound. Can you see letter B and letter R next to each other? They make a b r sound for braai broodjies. That's what we're going to make. And guess what we're going to use? Bread. B r bread. And we're not using white bread, we're going to use brown bread. Brown bread. Brown bread, braai broodjies. Wow, that's a big tongue twister, isn't it? Okay, you can see a few things I have over here. Oh, there we go. Before I start, I've got my brush. Brush. And I've got some branches over here and over here. Branches. I wonder what other words you can think of that start with a b sound. While you think about it, I'll start on our braai broodjies. Are you ready? I have 2 slices of bread over here, brown bread. Now, boys and girls, this is the part that you can do. There are some parts that you'll need an adult to help you with, but you can put butter on your bread slices. I'll just move the big plate over there. Get a buttering knife. A buttering knife is not sharp, so you can easily use it. Get your favorite butter, and then you just scoop. Whoops, let me put that knife down, right? Oh, yeah, okay. Put that back there. Oh, I just have to take the cover off of my butter. There it is. And what do I have to do before I can touch my food? That's right, I have to wash my hands. Now, we're not exactly in the kitchen, are we? So I have to use these disinfectant wipes to wash my hands before I touch my food, and so do you. Washer, washer, washer. My little glass jar is back here. Remember my bin? My little mini bin glass jar? There it is. Okay, now I'm ready to spread the butter onto my brown bread. So you take a little scoop with your buttering knife. Can you see that? There it is. And then you spread it on your bread slices. Quite easy to do. You can manage quite easily. Okay, a little scoop for the second slice. Because we're making a sandwich, we need 2 slices of bread so that we can close the sandwich. Okay, put that over there. There it is. My 2 slices of bread are spread with butter or marge or any spread that you like. Now, I'm actually going to make 2 different braai broodjies. The one braai broodjie has cheese and tomato. I've already sliced the cheese and the tomato. And I wanted to show you this tomato half. Can you see the seeds in the middle of the tomato? You can actually use those seeds to grow your own tomato plants. I've grown my own before, but the birds really like to eat them before I can get to them. Anyway, I've also sliced my cheese. It was in a big block like this. And now I've sliced it. There they are. 1 slice on my bread, 2 slices on my bread, and I've got some little half slices to go down the side. There you go. The cheese slices are on my bread. On top of the cheese, I'm going to put my tomato slices. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There they go. 4 slices of tomato on my bread. Now this is the part where you can choose if you want to add some salt and pepper. My spice is peri-peri spice, and inside there is a little bit of salt as well. So I've got a blend that I'll just put onto my sandwich. It's a grinder. It goes like this. There we go. My spice is sprinkled onto my sandwich. Can you see the spice flakes? Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Now, I would close it with this slice of bread, but remember how I said I want to show you 2 different kinds of Braai broodjies? Right, I'll use this slice to make the second one. Then I'll add extra slices on top. I'll have them for my lunch. So, this one we're going to grow, we can grow our own garlic. I'm going to use diced garlic or minced garlic in my second sandwich. You can actually buy garlic cloves. They come in a round bundle together. Take one of them out of the bundle and plant it in the ground, and you'll grow your own garlic plant. I've done that before. It's really easy. I might do it again this spring. We're just going to use our blunt knife. So this is the part that you can do, boys and girls. Take a little bit of garlic onto your knife. Spread it on your slice of bread. You can't really see it, but I'll show you anyway. So you can have a look. It's not very thickly spread. It's just a thin layer of garlic on my bread. And then on this one, you add apricot jam. Doesn't that sound tasty? I'm going to get a clean knife over here. So again, we're using a blunt knife, so this you can do, boys and girls. Little bit of jam, and then you spread it over the garlic. Spread, spread, spread. Oh, I don't think I quite scooped enough. Just going to get a little bit more jam, apricot jam, the recipe says to use. There you are. Not too much, just enough to sweeten the garlic. Okay, kind of like sweet and sour, isn't it? There you are. This is the one with the jam and the garlic on. Now, I'm going to cook them on my barbecue. Like I said, I'm in Australia now, not South Africa anymore. In Australia, we use a barbecue, but in South Africa, they have a braai, where they use wood, branches, and coal to make a fireplace. And then you put your closed sandwich on top of the grills, and it cooks. Kind of like a toasted sandwich, but it's called a braai broodjie because you cook it on the braai. How cool is that? My 2 sandwiches are ready for my barbecue here in Australia. So, what I wanted to show you over here is a book by Dr. Seuss. You all know Dr. Seuss, right? The Cat in the Hat stories. They are so fun. Do you remember we spoke about the bees pollinating plants so that they can grow? Well, that's what he's showing us on this page. Can you see the bees in the flowers? I'll hold it a little bit closer for you. So the bees carry the pollen from the flowers to the next flower on their legs. The pollen gets stuck on their legs. And that way the plants get pollinated, and that's how they can grow all their different fruits. Isn't it fascinating? I would love to know what you grow from seed in your garden, and I'd love to know which braai broodjie you made. Let me know in the comments, boys and girls. And remember, Mummy or Daddy have to put them on the barbecue or the braai because it does get hot. But you can put all the spreadings on. Okay, thanks for joining me. Bye for now.